What's happening, people? Dan Lawless here for West Ham Fan TV, back with another transfer daily. We're going to be talking about the latest update with Sebastian Haller. It looks like it's close, and we're talking about our interest in Brentford striker Neal Maupay. I think I've said that correctly, either way. Before we get into that, this video is sponsored by Unibet. Check them out below. Great blogs on all of the top transfer story. Have a read, see what you think. And click the link in the description down below, which helps us out a lot, really supports the channel. And also check out my other channel, Dan Moj. It's also in the link in the description below. But let's get straight into it. It was sort of quiet yesterday on Sunday, not many updates going on, but there's a few more updates that have come out that said it's getting closer. We're getting closer and closer to agreeing that fee now. Frankfurt are said to be wanting around £42 million for Sebastian Haller, which has gone up from its 36 million, although there's always a mix-up on whether it's pounds or euros, but in my understanding they want £42 million, and they want the majority of the transfer fee up front, and they're talking about adding in a sell-on fee as well. It's crazy, like all of these foreign clubs seem to be just so difficult to deal with. And I suppose there's the annoyance of having all these rich Premier League clubs coming and pillaging their talent, but come on, be fair in the deal. Like, they just want to squeeze every last drop out of you. It is what it is, I guess. But we're said to be close to agreeing a fee for Haller, which is positive news. So if at the end of the day, with sell-on fees, and this is the big thing about whether it's a percentage of the profit or the percentage of the whole sale, right? Which obviously makes a big difference. But either way, so basically, if we say Haller does really well for West Ham next season, and then another club, huge club comes in for him, like a Real Madrid or something, and they want to buy him for like 60 million, we have to give whatever percentage to Frankfurt. Say it's 20%, we have to give 20%. So if it's 20% of the profit, we're giving about 6 million, say, for example, just off the top of my head, to Frankfurt. Now, to me, like, you've had your money. We've paid you your money for the player. Now, if he becomes a more valuable player because of his time at West Ham, then all of that profit should go to West Ham. You've had your profit. So, yeah, I don't think they're particularly fair, but that's the world we live in today with modern football. So it's looking like the club can agree to that. But at the end of the day, look, as long as, whether he has release clauses or sell-on fees, we need a striker to come and fill the gap that's being left by Arnautovic, and even improve on what Arnautovic did. We need a striker to come in and be good for us next season. So whether he's only here for 1 season, 2 seasons, whatever, we just need this sorted now. So do the deal, get the agreement in, and I think he could turn out to be a really good player for us. And he has that really good hold-up play, it seems. Seems like he's really able to hold the ball up well, which Arnautovic was able to do. So hold up that ball, bring in the other players, and we've got a lot of talent in the midfield, on the wings and the attacking midfield, so he can hopefully link up really well with the likes of Anderson and Fornals and Lanzini or Wilshere or whoever's playing. So really positive news. So the ex-employee did say that it's very close to be agreeing a fee. Then it's on to the player, who's gone from not so keen to join West Ham to very keen to join West Ham. So that's positive. If we can get that all agreed. It's said he has an idea roughly as well of what we're going to offer him wage-wise. So then hopefully it shouldn't take too long to negotiate the wage if he is keen based on what has an understanding of the wages to be. Hopefully we can wrap that up this week and then look elsewhere, because say that's 42 million. We sold Arnie for about 22 million. So that's a net spend of 20 million. I don't think we sold. I think we just released other players, and we haven't sold anyone else yet. So we can still go out and splash elsewhere, and we've still got other players to be sold. Jordan Hugill could possibly going back to Preston. I don't know how much the fee is, but they're talking about him going back to Preston. We got him for like 8 to 10 million, Hugill. So if we can get any of that back, that'll be nice. And then there's Obiang and other players. So we should be able to get another striker in, hopefully. And possibly a left back or a defensive midfielder, and then I'm quite happy with what we've got. So speaking of that other striker, as I mentioned before, there's talks that we are in for Brentford striker Neal Maupay, the French 22-year-old. He's got about, let's have a look, 28 goals and 9 assists from 49 matches in all competitions last season. And he's overall got 41 goals in 95 games for Brentford, which is impressive. You know, I said I wanted to get, along with a marquee striker, say like a Haller, I've said all along that I want to get a young, uh, quality striker from the Championship to come along, because then they're willing to bide their time a bit more and not have to worry about being slotted straight in, and can sit on the bench and come off the bench, and we can use him in cups and really see how he does. Sheffield United want him. They were in for him first, so they're talking about £15 million is what we're looking to bid, but they might want closer to 20 million. So it depends. If we do the 20 million, then that's on top of that, with the net spend situation, about 40 million. So if you believed our budget was about 40 odd million, if we get the other sales into on the go, strikers are always going to be the most expensive player you sign. So it should get cheaper if we do look at a left back. We can get some gems for a left back or a defensive midfielder. But I would love to see that happen. I'd love to get in, because let's face it, Hernandez, if he does stay, which I think it's looking like he will, it's probably just one more season. So I want to, if we can have Maupay in and have this season, you've got Haller there and Hernandez, and then we've got Maupay, and we can really acclimatise him to the Premier League and really develop him. I think that's going to be great. So then if Hernandez does go, then you've got Haller and Maupay, and then hopefully we can start to bring up Xande Silva. So that's what I'd like to see. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that if we get in Haller, we don't need to look at any other strikers and we should just concentrate elsewhere? Or would you like to see us get Maupay or another striker in, and then up with the money we get from sales, try and get a left back or a defensive midfielder? What's next? What's the most important thing after the flipping striker? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out all our other videos. Nikki will probably have a live video coming up this week, so keep it out. On the lookout for that on our social medias. Again, don't forget, if you guys could support my other channel, Dan Damo and Jace. I think we're 30 off of 600 subscribers. So click the thingy there and check that out. Thank you guys for all the people that have done it so far. Your support really means a lot to me. And have a good day. And fingers crossed, the next video one of us does is a Haller announcement reaction. Fingers crossed. One thing left to say, come when you